right. Part 3.
Part 3. Click.
It's gonna light us up or what? The choice is yours. He's probably like, you want to play a game with Border Patrol?
Let's play a game.
Let's play a game. The choices you have. For what fucking reason, dude? For what fucking reason, dude? Yeah, for what fucking reason, dude? For what fucking reason, dude? Yeah.
Okay, let me get my phone.
Every fucking time, dudes.
It's alright. Where's my phone?
Yeah, come on. Every fucking time.
Not every time. Shut up.
Yeah, really. You're dicks, dude.
I lost my phone.
I was here last week and they did this shit too.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Oh, last week too?
Yeah. When I was up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what? Every time.
I'm lowering all the windows.
Yeah.
Can you lower them all the way, please? You lower this window as well?
What's up?
How's it going, Shed?
Right.
So you made a pretty quick turnaround up there at the pass?
At the pass. You mean when I was parked on top?
Sure.
No, it wasn't pretty quick. I was there for at least 15 minutes.
15 minutes, okay.
At the top?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we got out. We read the little signs.
Okay. All of you were together? When you got out up there?
Yeah.
Okay. Your name, please, sir?
Jeremy?
Jeremy McBride. What's your last name?
Is this a traffic stop?
Wait a minute. What did I do illegal here?
It's an immigration inspection.
Inspection.
Yes, sir.
So I don't need to give up my ID unless I've done a crime.
No, you do have to give me your ID for a reasonable suspicion. Right? So I have reasonable articulable facts that you may have committed a crime. Right? If I had probable cause that you did commit a crime.
I tell you what, man. We honestly, I have all the videos. We've always been stopped up here, bro. I got every video. Yeah, to be honest, you know, and it's BS.
Okay.
I'm with my son back there, trying to have a good time with my son, take him out. All right, it's 9:32. Just to be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
Like we're not bothering anyone. I'm just being straightforward in a positive way, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. And
it's not a maybe. Just my ID won't tell you it's a crime.
no, but
it won't.
Correct.
Because I didn't commit a crime, and just because maybe something happened. I mean, there's no crime. So I didn't do anything wrong. Everything's legit. I'm an American citizen.
Okay. And everybody in the vehicle is a citizen?
Guaranteed, man.
Okay. So you wouldn't mind if we just ran your IDs very quickly?
No.
And then as soon as we do, everything comes back good, then you can be on your way.
No, we mind.
Do you mind? Do you have warrants, or is there another reason why you mind?
No.
Okay.
No, other
you're
than the
prolong
fact
our
that
investigation, right? I'm not trying to harass you or be here any longer than we need to be. I'm not trying to be. It's just,
but we still have our Fourth Amendment right.
I don't mind giving my ID. I don't think my son needs. I don't think my son needs to. You know what I mean? Right. That's just me, man.
Due to the behavior of the vehicle and the proximity to the border, it would be a reasonable search or temporary detainment, right?
No, there's no proximity.
Yes, you're within a mile of the border, and you made a quick turnaround, right?
It wasn't quick. I was there for like 15 minutes. I parked.
Right, so that could be articulated as a quick turnaround. 15 minutes. That's a very. We've had a lot of traffic up there, where people go up the trail there, get into vehicles, correct, right, and then come back down either this side or the east side, right. So that's why we made the stop. I'm not trying to harass you or be here longer than we need to. Do you understand?
You got me here as long as you want, but I mean, basically, I didn't do anything wrong. I might get my Fourth Amendment.
Okay. Well, would you mind giving me your name and date of birth would work? You don't have to give me your ID, right?
No, I mean, I still have a Fourth Amendment right to be safe with myself. Like, I didn't commit a crime. This is not even a traffic stop. I didn't commit no crime.
Yes, it's an immigration inspection, sir.
But in an inspection, you can't just pull people over for inspections. It doesn't make any sense.
Sure, with reasonable articulable facts that there may have been immigration crime, right? Due to the proximity of the border, the quick turnaround up there and back. Okay. Do you understand? I'm trying to be as reasonable with you as I possibly can. If you could be reason with me, I'm not trying to. I don't write tickets, right? I'm not going out of my way. I'm not asking to search your whole vehicle. I just want to make sure that everything is kosher here.
Oh yeah, we didn't pick up.
Right, but I don't know this. I don't know this, right?
If I drop my tailgate, let you guys look in there. Will you leave us alone? Because I'm sure that's what you
at
guys
this point
are
I'm
looking
gonna need everybody's
Oh,
name and date of birth.
I didn't commit no crime, sir.
That's fine. You can run your name, your date of birth, and everybody in the vehicle very quickly, and we could be on our way. Right? The longer we prolong this, I don't want to be here any longer than you do. You understand?
But immigration, even at the checkpoint, it's not an ID thing.
Okay.
It's basically you guys are looking for like illegals or
Correct.
loads.
Correct.
And I would, if I dispelled your suspicion by showing you the back of my truck.
You could dispel my suspicion now with your name
but
and
my
identification
IDs,
and
my
everybody in the
IDs
vehicle.
will not tell you if there was any kind of crime committed. It
You
would
wouldn't
not.
tell me?
No, my ID wouldn't tell you.
Okay.
If there was a crime committed.
Okay. It'll also let me know of past immigration crimes, right? Which
No
would
crimes.
further suspicion, or it would give me nothing back, which would further alleviate my suspicion. You understand?
I'm sure by just running the license plate, all that information will pop up on the bulletin board. You know.
Sure. Yeah.
You know,
and
guaranteed.
and then have
no?
to confirm, and so on and so forth. Right? I'm not trying to be here any longer than you guys. Right? I understand. I don't like getting pulled over myself.
Do you suspect me of being like undocumented or something? Because yeah.
I'm not sure, right? You can speak perfect English and not be a citizen, right? As well as everybody in the vehicle. You could look a certain way, and I don't go that deep into it, right? I'm not trying to profile like that. So if I could get your name, your date of birth, and everybody in the vehicle as well, we could run your names, your date of birth, and you could be on your way. Unless you have a warrant or something that you're worried about, I don't know what to tell you.
No, I even have a fingerprint clearance cards. Like I am. No, it's. Yeah, he's a kid.
You said that's your son?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, immigration checkpoint. Like we've been.
We're not at a checkpoint, sir. We're on a stop right now. I'm temporarily detaining you.
We've been stopped up here 100 times.
Due to the facts that I just explained.
You've been stopped up here 100 times on
It's
this.
because of the proximity of the border.
Yeah, but I've never even been asked for my ID. I've been asked to look in the back of the truck.
Okay.
And I've always obliged to that.
Well, everybody does things different, right?
Yeah, but my ID is not going to.
I would prefer to err on the side of caution. Correct.
But my ID is not going to tell you anything, sir. It really isn't.
Well,
I have a Fourth Amendment.
Then why do you have
if
such
you,
a?
If you're committing, if you suspect me of committing a crime,
I gave you my reasonable, articulable suspicion and facts.
That
right?
wasn't a crime, though.
No. If I had probable cause of a crime, you'd be under arrest right now.
But you're detaining me.
I am temporarily detaining you.
Yes.
Due to the reasonable, articulable facts that I just explained. Your proximity to the border, the behavior up there, the quick turnaround.
Okay.
And now you're prolonging the situation simply because you don't want me to find out your identification.
Okay, I got one question.
Yes, sir.
If I don't show you my ID, will I be arrested?
So there is a possibility that I would have to take you back to the station to confirm your identity.
So I would be arrested.
So all you have to do is give me your name and date of birth.
I just need a yes or a no. If I won't give you my ID.
That's up to my discretion, right? It's up to my discretion. What did you say your name was?
I said my name is Jeremy.
Jeremy, and your last name?
I'm not giving that, sir.
And why would you
under
not?
a threat of arrest, I will.
Okay, I'm not threatening to arrest you.
Yeah.
Either way, even if I detained you, it would take such a long time, right? We're an hour away from the station.
Sure. But I don't understand what you suspect me of still.
Say again?
I still don't understand what you suspect me of. You still haven't said it. Parking up there is not a crime. I don't understand the crime.
No, it's not a crime, right? You're not under arrest for committing a crime as of right now, right? You're being temporarily detained due to my reasonable, articulable facts that there may have been an immigration violation. Do you see what I'm saying? That's the authority for this stop.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something real quick?
Absolutely.
So when I ride with other law enforcement officers,
Yes, sir.
on a ride along,
Yeah.
if I'm correct, you should, Border Patrol is something serious, Homeland Security and all that with everything going on. Okay, so let's just say you ran his license plate. If I'm right, DMV, his picture should pop up, and then you should be like, well, that is the person you're talking to right now.
I can't get into all the details of it, but sure, we could check it against the identification that he gives me and against the registration. Absolutely.
Because I would think that just by running the license plate, his picture would just make it easier for you, and just like, hey, all right, the picture pops up, his name, and there,
Yeah. Sure. Absolutely. It would make it extremely easy if I just got everybody's name and date of birth, and I could just run you through the system.
No, I don't mind, but my son, I'm not gonna, entitle my son to, say, hey, at an age like this, like,
yeah. And how old is your son?
16.
16. Okay.
And Harley gets out, spending some time on the weekend, and
Absolutely.
just like, and like I said, for me, this has just been an everyday thing on weekends when we come out here,
come down to the border.
Yeah, or around here, and it's just like being stopped,
Yeah.
And it's never during the daytime, but it's nighttime,
Yes.
And I feel like if it's that much serious about the border events of what's happening around the community, then it should not even apply just at night, but even during the day. You know what I mean? But it's always at nighttime, And I was just stopped last week, and with him, I was stopped before.
At 410 Armstrong Avenue. If anyone can back the sheriff up. We're way on top of the 4313 that way.
Yes, sir. I'm extremely empathetic, right? And I think I explained enough why it is that we're doing what we're doing, and how quickly I would also like to have you on your way, right? I don't want to harass you. I'm not going out of my way to pull people over, right? You were called out because of your quick turnaround up there, and 15 minutes classifies as a quick turnaround, right? 15 minutes, somebody pulls, parks, waits, people jump in the vehicle, and they leave. Do you understand where we're coming from? Okay, so if you could just let me identify you, run you through the checks real fast, make sure everything is copacetic, right? Unless you have warrants, which, maybe you do. If they're non-extraditable warrants, if they're from another state, most of the time they don't even extradite you, right? So I don't understand the problem with allowing me
the
to.
Fourth Amendment. I mean, I gotta stand on my
Yes.
rights somewhere.
Yes.
So I mean, under the threat
But is
of
this
arrest, I
is
would
this
do
the
it.
hill right here, sir?
Well, it's
I'm
just so
very
many.
empathetic to the Fourth Amendment, right?
It's so many times we've been stopped here. I mean, like, I remember we came out here one
Well,
night,
I've
we
never
got
stopped
stopped twice in one night.
In one day.
And we're like, we're going to Sunnyside.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
where
have a
we're
criminal history, sir?
No, I have a fingerprint clearance card.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay. It means I passed all the FBI background checks
Okay.
here to get that. It's
Okay,
for a
so-
state license for real estate reasons.
Okay, so if I ran you through the system, you wouldn't have a
No warrant. No.
no warrants, no criminal history.
I have a great job in service.
Okay, so then what is the problem with allowing
Fourth
me to
Amendment?
to run
Really,
you?
it's because I could see if I looked Hispanic or I spoke bad English. Or,
Well, you don't have to be Hispanic to be an illegal
there's-
immigrant,
because
right?
there's cameras
You could be
in-
from Russia. You could be from Eastern Europe.
Because
you
there's
could be-
cameras on top of that hill that would have seen everything.
Say again?
There's cameras on top of that tower
Correct.
that would have seen everything.
Yes, that's
From the moment we got there to the moment we left,
okay.
it would have
If
said.
they don't see everything, but they did see you go up there and turn around.
Yeah.
So that's actually who contacted me. So then I'm obliged to then do my job and due diligence and make sure everything's copacetic here.
I only
Do you
will
understand?
under the threat of arrest, though.
Only under threat of arrest?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I will.
You won't give me your name and date of birth?
No, sir, not only under the threat of arrest. I will.
Okay.
If you say you're going to take me, I'll give it to you.
Say again?
If you say you're going to take me, I'll give it to you.
Okay, well, I can't threaten to arrest you when I haven't figured out when I don't have probable cause for a crime. So I'm not going to threaten to
Correct.
arrest you
Okay.
without
see,
probable cause
Exactly, and that's where my Fourth Amendment goes.
against unreasonable searches and seizures. Yes, sir. I'm very well aware.
Yeah, and you just said you don't have probable cause.
I do not have
That's
probable
why you
cause. If
can't
I
say
have
you
probable
arrest me.
cause, you would be under arrest. Right now, I have
Exactly.
reasonable suspicion. That's the whole reason for the stop. Reasonable suspicion. Now you can alleviate my suspicions very easily. We could have been on our way 10 minutes ago, and everything would have been copacetic, right?
And alleviating
the more that you want to conceal your identity, right, the higher the suspicion gets. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to harass you any longer than I have to.
You guys would be, I would think you guys would be wanting to look in my truck. Because if you think I went up there for like people or, you know, bales of something, like you would want to look in the truck. That and I've always been.
I would much prefer.
I always let you guys look.
Yeah,
but I never want to
sure
give up my
greatly
Fourth
appreciate
Amendment. I'd never given up my Fourth Amendment, but I always let you guys look.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
So we can get.
I mean, it's.
You never gave me your last name, did you, sir?
No, sir.
Mr. Jeremy?
No.
Just your first name?
Just my first name.
And, yeah.
Because
you have an
I
ID on
saw
you,
the
sir?
Fourth Amendment. I know what you guys are doing. I know you guys are
There's
looking
not all
for
at the house, to be
illegal
honest with you.
contraband.
No worries.
Down.
Yeah.
You know, most guys' wallets are in the
Things of
back
that
pocket,
nature, right?
just to be honest.
And I'm always like,
Would you be willing to give your name?
you know,
date of
I'm
birth?
always like,
Johnny Parker.
especially since I have a cover on this one. My other truck, you can see it.
Uh-huh.
You know, but once people look, they always leave. I'm like,
Yeah, some agents, right, they want to be really quick with it. They want to be as fast as possible, right? I want to be a little bit, do my due diligence just a little bit more, so because I don't want anything to leave on my watch that maybe shouldn't have, and that goes on to harm other innocent people. Do you understand where I'm coming from? That's all I want to do. If I could have identified everybody in the vehicle 10 minutes ago, and everything was good, nobody had any warrants, everybody would be on their way.
This is like an ID check, like stop, like we're
It
you
is.
know,
Yes, sir.
Germany or
You're
something,
temporarily
like,
detained.
Like stop, give me your papers. You know, you didn't do anything wrong. I don't have no probable cause to arrest you.
No, I have reasonable articulable facts to
Yes.
temporarily detain you. Right?
If you
understand
say
how that
so,
works?
if you say so, I didn't do anything wrong just because I parked somewhere.
I'm not searching without your permission. I'm not seizing you any longer than I have to. This is temporary detainment based on reasonable articulable facts. I explained to you why it is that we did what we did, why it is we're doing what we're doing, right? I feel like I've been pretty decently reasonable with you. If you could just return the favor, I would just like to identify everybody in the car now, and everybody could be on their way.
This is crazy. I mean, I
apologize that this happens to you quite often. It's a very heavily trafficked area,
you know,
especially as of late, especially on top of the pass there.
I mean,
so a lot of people have gotten away up on the pass recently, and so that's why the extra due diligence for quick turnarounds up there. Can you understand that?
Well, I understand what you guys are doing, but you also got to do it within the law.
Yes, sir.
'Cause
Yes, sir. And I've
I've
explained to you how it's within the law.
I lived in this town for 40 years.
Yes, sir.
And I've
where'd you live?
Sierra Vista.
Sierra Vista. Okay.
40 years.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm a superintendent. I run dozens and dozens.
I'm not attacking your character. I'm not accusing you of anything specific at the moment. You understand? I'm trying to be as reasonable
But my
with you as
ID
possible.
doesn't do anything.
Say again?
My ID does not. Well, doesn't tell you anything.
It'll tell me if you're the lawful registered owner of the vehicle. It'll tell me if you have warrants. It'll tell me if you have past criminal history, right? It'll tell me all of those things.
This is crazy. Like, I offer to let you guys look to dispel anything, because that's.
Yes, and I appreciate it.
If being up there doesn't constitute my ID, I mean, it's. I understand. Okay.
Going up to the pass and turning around fast, there's nothing illegal about it, right? I'm not saying that you did anything illegal as of this moment. It is the behavior, right? Nobody, criminals, right? All of their behavior is perfectly legal up until the point where they commit the crime, right? So all we have to go on is reasonable articulable facts and suspicion that there may have been a crime committed, right? I would like you to alleviate my suspicion that a crime may have been committed just by simply identifying everybody in the vehicle, and we could be out of here in no time. You understand?
Well, I
And I
understand.
appreciate you allowing us to look in the trunk as well.
I'm allowing that, absolutely.
Say again?
Absolutely. If you guys want to drop it, it's unlocked. You can drop the tailgate and look in there. I mean, I don't care. I didn't even have to get out for that. But you are more than welcome to do that. I just giving up my ID is my Fourth Amendment, and I
understand.
stand on my
yes,
Fourth
I understand,
Amendment.
and you want to take a stand on that. I do understand.
I stand on my
but-
Fourth Amendment.
But
If I
can you
didn't-
reason with me and understand where we're coming from as well?
Yeah, and you guys can look, dispel anything like that. But my ID doesn't, you know, I'm still an American citizen. I still have the Fourth Amendment,
Absolutely.
you know, and if, like I said, if under the threat of arrest, I will do it.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to threaten to arrest you without probable cause of a crime.
Okay.
That's not going to happen.
Okay.
So I just wanted you
Yep.
to reasonably.
Yep.
That is, he stated that that's his son, 16 years old, and I believe he.
Hey,
Wait, hold on one second.
verify with,
You gotta stand on your rights, bro. Oh, you gave your ID?
I don't have mine.
Oh, you don't? Yeah. What'd you give him?
He just asked for my name.
Oh, you gave me your name?
Yeah. But I didn't give him the address or anything. Like, literally, you're the driver, so there's nothing in here. So I don't know unless you're actually searching.
So it's an immigration inspection.
Yeah.
That's what we're here.
Because of the proximity to the border, we have a right.
Yeah. And
To-
we've been stopped
to
already a good
identify you?
20 minutes, and there's nothing in the vehicle.
It has been 20 minutes.
Yeah, it has. My timer's right here.
So
It's been video recording. It's been 20 minutes, man. If you look at my camera, 20 minutes and 58 seconds.
okay, so you know what's delaying this? The failure to identify.
I already did. So I don't know. I don't see what's the problem
Do you
with
have
me.
an identification?
I already.
See, as an immigration inspection. you
I'm
have to confirm
already
that
done.
everybody in
Talk
this
before you
vehicle
start
is
jumping
a
on
US
me.
citizen,
Before you start
sir.
jumping on me,
You're
ask your
crossing
partner
the border.
We're
if
not
you got my
jumping on
name.
anybody.
He got my name already. So I don't see how
Okay,
no.
your name and your date of birth is not an identification
I'll
card,
take his
right?
name and date of birth.
You know.
But
Mr.
if
Jeremy?
we can get,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll take it. If you're willing to give me your name and date of birth, full name.
Under the threat of arrest, I will.
Okay.
But there's no probable cause. I can't even believe.
No, I said
Just
there
'cause
was
I
no
parked on
probable
top
cause.
of the-
let me explain something.
So my rights are gone here.
That's not true.
Well,
So-
you're just saying
so-
that
We're not
immigration
going
thing.
to arrest you unless we have probable cause to arrest you.
Correct.
All we have to have is reasonable suspicion, and as of an immigration violation.
Like
so
a
we
Terry
need to
stop.
confirm that this is not a terrorist stop.
A Terry stop
Terry
is for
stop.
weapons, sir. A
That's
Terry stop would be me pulling
No,
you out of
it's
the
a
car
con-
because I believe that you have weapons and that you are a threat to me. And then I'd be disarming you. That's a Terry stop. Terry v. Ohio, sir. I do it.
this is an immigration inspection,
Yeah.
and the United States Supreme Court has ruled that we need reasonable suspicion to pull you over, and based off of the proximity to the border and other reliable information, this agent had reasonable suspicion to pull you over, and now we need to confirm that everybody in this vehicle is a U.S. citizen. The only thing that's delaying that is your refusal for us to confirm that you're a U.S. citizen. The only way we have to do that at this point is by date of birth or an ID to run the ID and confirm that everybody in this vehicle is a U.S. citizen.
I've never in my life, in 40 years of living in Sierra Vista, demand to give up my ID. I did nothing wrong. Reasonable suspicion is not me parking.
You said I could take a look in the.
In the bed? Yeah.
Yeah.
You could drop the tailgate.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
But I mean,
The-
my ID is not going to say if there was a crime committed here. If there was a crime committed
No,
anywhere.
what your ID is going to confirm for us is that you're a U.S. citizen. And before you say, do you look like you're not a U.S. citizen? There are plenty of people in the United States that look just like you that are not U.S. citizens. And the agent very politely has asked you numerous times, all we have to do is confirm the citizenship of the individuals in this vehicle, sir.
How's it going, sir?
And the United States
What's your name?
Supreme
He already
Court
got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
in Bignone,
Okay.
Pennsylvania,
He came back in and
has
got it.
given us the
Okay.
authority
And your date of birth
to
as well?
pull this
Yeah,
vehicle
12/20/73.
under
Okay. And
reasonable
you don't have any warrants that you know of?
No.
The
Okay, and you said this is your son in the back
immigration
seat?
in this vehicle.
And you don't want to give me his name or nothing?
No.
Okay.
It's just young, but I mean, I figure as an adult, So I mean,
That's crazy.
I've
I've never in my life. not committed a crime.
JOHNNIE Parker PARKR 122073.
Okay.
We're not saying you're
36,
committing a
36,
crime, sir.
97
We're saying
South
that we
Finch
need to
Circle in
verify
Sierra
that
Vista
you're
and
a
go to
US
next.
Sierra
So you
Vista as
guys
well?
can pull over anyone
Okay.
you want and ask for ID.
All right. Yeah, I don't like
Based off
making
of reasonable
traffic stops this long,
suspicion, we have
right?
reasonable
And
suspicion
I'm absolutely
to confirm
empathetic
that you are
to
a US
people
citizen.
asserting their
Reasonable
rights,
suspicion was
right?
me parking
I
at
tried
that
to.
lookout
I'm trying to make
where the public parking
the
area
case
is.
as well. I'm trying to
You have to
level
ask
with
the
everybody.
other agent.
Just wanted
That's what
names.
he said.
You guys,
Because I parked
at this moment,
because
right?
I parked
You
up
seem
there.
good to go,
That was
right?
my reason. I guess that's the reason.
There's
No, that's
there's
not
something else going on,
That's your
so
reason.
No, that's what he told me.
we might be
He said
cutting you
because I
here
parked up there.
pretty soon.
He said very
But
specific. That was his reason.
if I would have got everybody's names, date of birth,
The only
ran you
thing
real
that's
quick.
prolonging this
It doesn't
is the
appear
refusal. All
at
we're
this
trying to
moment
do
that
is
anything
work
else
with
is going on.
agents to confirm
Would have been on your way.
that
They said you're
everybody in
camping
the
over
state
here
is
in
a US citizen.
Sunnyside.
Yeah, not
For the
in
weekend?
camping, just going to go visit. Telling
I-
my son about the ghost town and never been
I
up
don't
there.
understand.
So
Oh, okay, the
I
ghost
thought I
town.
had
Yeah.
before.
Oh yeah,
I really
now that
did.
the sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Nothing
So,
wrong.
All right, very cool.
So let me ask you this: if you did nothing wrong
Yes.
and you've never committed a crime,
I don't
Why
care.
are you
Yeah,
apprehensive
if you have a
about
criminal history or he has a
showing
criminal history,
identification
that's
for
fine.
the individuals
If there's
that
warrants,
confirmed
as long as they're not extraditable, can't do
No,
anything
because
about
the
it.
only one infringing on your Fourth Amendment right now is you.
But yeah,
Is it like? I mean, it's like different rights, I guess, for different people.
We got something going on the west side. All right, simple.
Because it's just.
Only a U.S. citizen would be that fucking arrogant to be
Wow, thank you.
I apologize for my friend.
Wow. Okay.
Sir.
Okay.
And I apologize for having this take so long. Right. If I was trying to meet you in the middle,
I know.
if you could see where I'm coming from, right, I would have loved to have had you on your way. 3 minutes after I stopped you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I understand what you guys are doing.
I've
And
never
after-
stopped you
that's-
personally
That's
before.
why I want you guys to look.
Absolutely.
Just to dispel that.
Yes.
But I just wanted my Fourth Amendment right.
Absolutely. I'm very empathetic to that. Yes. As of this moment, you're going to be free to go. We have something else.
Okay.
that
All
we
right.
have
Thank
to
you, sir.
attend to.
All right.
Absolutely.
You have a great night, sir.
You as well.
What was your name again? I'm sorry.
Glennon.
Lennon.
Yes, sir. And I'm
Okay.
out of the Sonoita station.
Spice station. Okay.
Yes, sir. Is there anything else you need?
No, I'm good.
Okay. You have a
Thank you.
good one. I already looked.